What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Study Hall here on TCG University for the card game UniVersus. My name's Tam, and I'm joined by...
My name is Jeff.
James.
My name Michael.
What Study Hall is for the unenrolled is we've taken a bunch of your guys' UniVersus topics as well as some of our own, and we sit down and we discuss them for your amusement, entertainment, and knowledge. So with that said, a little bit of housekeeping. If you like the content, please go to patreon.com/TCGUniversity and sub at any of those levels to get some awesome exclusive content. I lost my list of patron names. So I'm going to see if Skylar, up on the printer, there's a stack of papers folded up on the printer. You want to just hand that to me?
Okay, I can name like 7 of them.
I know one very important person.
Is it ERE Melkor? I think ERE is pretty
it's big shout out to our Patreon sponsors. If you want to be get the big shout out, and I won't forget the paper next time. It's at the $5 level. Andrew Dang. ERE Melkor, Clay Cardwell, Jay Rogers, Jared Hubbard, Jerome Weeks Jr., Justin Forrest, Tyler Zane Pease, William Stoll, Tracy Cardwell. Hi, Mom. Big shout out to you guys for helping us support the show as well as everybody else on Patreon. If you want to talk to us, go out on our Discord. You can find the link at the $1 level on Patreon. Otherwise, you can find these episodes every Friday out on YouTube a week after we launch them on Patreon. Jeff, how's your weekend at UniVersus been?
Hey, can I have I have 3 things real quick.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Just let me know when you guys get tired of hi, my name is Jeff. All right.
We won't.
Never?
We won't let you know.
My name.
Okay. And has your mom actually ever watched?
She watches almost every week.
Nice.
Yes.
That's
And
hella
she
cool.
constantly just tells me, yeah, it sounded nice. I don't know what you were saying, but it sounded nice. And I'm like, thanks, Mom.
Sweet.
Thanks for the Patreon money. Sucker. Just kidding, Mom. I love you.
And
Sucker.
in addition to his plug for Patreon, we understand that not everyone can pay for it. I know it's not that much, but if you really can't afford it, maybe just tell your friends.
Straight up.
I'm not trying to super plug this or anything, but
Plug away,
share
man.
it. If
Super
you have a friend that's into fighting games, send it their way.
Word of mouth is like the best way to grow anything, and eventually we want to try and make this a full-time gig. So share away. Local play groups. You got group chats. Share it in there.
You got homies.
You got the homies. The homies.
So I played in a
Hook 'em
camp
up.
champ. I played a
Out every weekday at
Mad
10 a.m. or
Pro
11 a.m.
list, a Mad Pro list under Evil that was awesome. That list, I think it could be streamlined, but I was really digging what it was doing.
What is it going for?
Yeah. And then I played a Zhenghua list that definitely needed some work.
I agree.
I feel like I was trying to do too many things, and because of that, not all of the things that I was trying to do were there. So I didn't have enough support for the things I was trying to do because I had to fit in support for other things that I was trying to do.
Yeah.
So probably should have spent more than an hour building that deck.
I'm going to cut us off real fast. Skylar, I know you're wearing headphones. No, you're good. You're good. Don't touch any knobs. They're perfect. Thanks, buddy. James, how's your week in UniVersus?
I've done nothing but beat ass this week.
Hell yeah. Beat ass and eat ass. Barely. I don't think you've even done 50 damage in all the matches you've played.
Nope. But I won every single one.
Well, that's not true.
Well, I mean, I did lose our match purposely.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Because I told you
yeah.
the entire thing. I threw the entire match away because it wasn't fun.
Well, have fun at the PTC. Are you sure you want to trade? I'll trade, man.
No.
All right. You're over here saying the testing's not fun.
No, well, testing the route where I just auto win just wasn't fun.
Okay.
So I went for the one where I get to rando a card off the top of my deck to win.
Whatever. Asshole.
And then I beat your ass with Goro too.
Yeah.
The deck
we
testing
played a singular game. Pardon me.
and I really destroyed.
Yeah, you got me, but I missed my RNG. I was playing Ken. I'll jump into it. I've been playing Ken.
I'll beat you again.
My Jetta deck got soft banned. And so
They soft banned damn.
yeah. And so I just had to make some changes. Michael, how about you, man?
Well, I had a deck ready for the PTC, but that's not a thing anymore.
They soft banned Michael too.
From the soft ban that I was given. But other than that, it's been pretty good. I mean, I was enjoying the Morgan deck that I had thrown together, but I'm not playing that anymore. So then for the Campus Championship, I built Shadow Man, which was neat. And then I built Dimitri. I thought the Dimitri deck was really cool. I thought it was way cooler than the Shadow Man deck.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Especially only because they soft banned your Shadow Man.
Especially
deck,
because Shadow Man, who for whatever reason
He deserved it.
deserved to lose the one cool interaction that he could do.
Hell yeah, man. Fuck your
with
Shadow Man
Boulder.
deck.
Yeah. So then I threw together Yusuke. Just looking at like a couple different lists and then just a couple tech choices or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going to be playing for this weekend.
I'm going to cough into the microphone and tell... I'm playing Kin for this upcoming weekend. I'm not playing your standard fire all Kin attacks deck.
Yep, it's not your father's Ken deck.
It's not your daddy's Kin deck.
It's not your sensei's deck.
Yeah.
That one's way better.
Gokin. But anyways, I want to jump into it. We have a video out explaining each and every errata from this past week at time of recording, and so I don't want to spend a whole heck of a bunch of time talking about the erratas. But what I want to address with the erratas, what Michael wants to address with the erratas is the timing of the erratas, and then I want to address the aftermath of the erratas, right? Talk about the true meta-analysis of what happens now, right? So the announcement of the erratas, you wanted to bring it up.
I think it was severely poorly timed. I feel like they could have done it a week earlier, or they could have done it just like directly after the New Jersey PTC. Just like anything before 4 or 5 days before people plan on traveling to an event.
Yeah.
So like now I have to rip my deck apart and I have to remake a new deck, and so instead I last minute build the same deck that I had, but with the appropriate character.
Yeah.
So then it just doesn't give me like any like really new time to test. And then like also like it's the same problem for like the Nightmare players, right? Like now a Nightmare player has to find a last minute option for instead
Or
of
just
Boulder,
change a character.
or completely change their deck. And I think both of those are just unhealthy for people who are planning to like travel to an event.
Also say Tim Keefe 2.0 is in that same boat, but yeah.
What? He didn't get an errata. He's still better as well.
He technically got an errata. He is
sorry.
I think
He's not allowed to throw 3 attacks.
I don't think Tim Keefe is no longer S tier. I think he is just A+ tier. Is that fair?
Sure.
They took him from, hey, I'm broken in every phase of the game, early game, mid game, and late game, and went, all right, I'm just really good early game. Mid game and late game, my effects not nearly as important.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about the timing of the event? Timing of the errata list?
About the same way as Michael. Like they have a habit of doing this, but I also understand why they do it. It's just like
why
we have an event coming up. We need to quell the format, really.
Yeah, I mean, they don't want like the entire like tournament to just like, all right, everyone's playing Spirit Gun.
Nobody has
Like-
foundations.
and now it's a $10 rare. And
So like the only reason we didn't see like as many Spirit Guns at the New Jersey PTC was because the New Jersey PTC was an 8-person PTC,
right?
meaning like you don't have to see it everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just don't have to look at it. Like there's less people. There was only top 4, so we only get to see. 4
Not
of those
saying
decks.
it was not an important PTC.
No.
Congratulations, Rob Snyder, for winning with Evil Torn Loose. We will get to that
shout outs.
just a little bit. I'll talk about that just a smidge.
But yeah, like they should have done it like the Monday they put out the deck list.
Yeah.
Like here's the deck list, here's the erratas. They could have did it like that Saturday after the PTC started and went starting after this PTC, here's the erratas.
It might have been it might have been somebody had to talk to somebody, right? So like it's possible, and I'm gonna assume on the names, right? Let's say somebody like Fian Ram had to go
Fian
talk
Ram.
to Hasten Jaransky
Yeah.
and be like, hey, I think that this card is not good enough, and the timing worked out, and then Hasten Jaransky was just like, all right, make it live now, and maybe even Fry and Ran was.
You're really having troubles with these, huh?
Hey man, it's a little hard. I think it's worth a joke though. I think.
Say Fine Rand?
I think Fine Ran. Ram. His last name's Fam. Anyways, what? Sorry, Ayn Rand. Yes, Ayn Rand.
Duran.
I bet it was not like a planned decision. I bet it was, hey, this is an issue, and somebody just like, I rip the Band-Aid. Yeah. What about you, Jeff? What's your thoughts on the erratas?
I think I think we'll have to see. I think initially, I think they're good changes.
Yeah. So I think nobody's here is disagreeing that Spirit Gun needed to be errata to say use scale only.
Yeah.
I'm disagreeing. I think that it could have just been both enhances could have just been USK only.
It's also an opinion I've seen across a little bit. Is just if they were both USK only, safe and range decks could still play around with it.
Fair.
It's still an available tactic.
It is
could play.
It's a 5 mid for 6 on a 5 diff with a 2 mid block. Like it still has stats on it, but I'm just not positive that I would look and value that card without a text box more than whatever.
It would have to mean something. Like.
Yeah. Here's my thing with it. I think when they announced it is totally fine. I think it should not have been active right now. Right? I'd have been totally fine if they were like, "Hey, this is happening."
After the PTC?
In 2 weeks.
When Libra Souls drops.
When Libra Souls drops, this is what's going on. So everybody prepare. If you want to emergency sell all your shit, by all means go for it. But because we have an event this weekend, we should not do this.
I'm down for that.
With that said, I'm certainly going to go enjoy my PTC experience more.
I don't know about
Asterisks.
that. Yeah,
so like the event overall, the morale of the entire event, and I don't care about myself. I care about you, the good people. I care about the event itself. I care about the people. I'm the people's champ, and I have to care about the good people, and the good people,
And the bad people.
and the bad people, and the indifferent people, and the people who make fun of me for being the people's champ.
No, you're just a people's champ.
They all did not want to go fight. Oh, hey, look. You're playing a life, good, or death deck.
Oh.
All right, cool. All right, I didn't want staging anyways. Oh, it's my turn. I'll build 4. Your turn? All right, I'll take my 4 foundations and put them on my discard pile. Like, nobody wants to play in that format. I was playing one of the. You were playing one of those decks, and it was very much. I saw Spirit Gun before you did, and so I won. I had a better answer to your Spirit Gun, and so I won.
I mean, like my deck was just like, that's a really good defensive piece against my shotgun. I'll blow that up, and then I'll blow you out with a shotgun. That's
totally.
value.
And the way that you fought Spirit Gun was you made them pay 3 extra committed foundations in order to play that.
Yeah.
They checked a 5 and they committed 3 for it. Or
I just
they
didn't care
play
about,
their shot.
I just didn't care about my staging area.
Right. Yeah. Anywho, the real question that I have is now that Spirit Gun is gone.
Where's my tiger screen?
Asterisks. No. Now that Spirit Gun. No. Now that
If they
Spirit.
just made that ability like Byaka only.
I'm actually super down for that card to be Byako only.
Fine Ram?
Fine Ram.
All right, sweet. Nice. All right. I had to get it out there. Sorry.
Fine Ram, fix that up.
Oh shit! What if that's just how you fix everything? You just fucking make it character specific.
I'm down.
Anywho, that's a topic for another day. We'll do more
Tim
research.
Keefe only.
Tim Keefe only gets to respond twice. My question is, who is now the biggest fish? Realize that we have Libra of Souls jumping or dropping right around the corner, and so we have not done any real testing with any of those cards here locally at the table. But my question is who's the next big fish?
Vicious.
Just as a whole? I mean, okay, so why? Tell me why.
So you get Byako's 3 diff that says +1 speed for every one of their face downs, as well as plus another speed if you have 30 cards in your discard pile. Vicious himself says flip cards.
Yep.
He has a draw 2 that's not a 2 check.
Yeah.
In Cathedral Standoff.
Yep.
You get things like Spinning Necro Driver as a throw that gets damage to be able to flip things. You get all of Astaroth supports that are throws that give damage and get damage from
Did you say Spinning Necro Driver?
You did.
Spinning Pile Driver.
Thank you. Spinning Necro Driver is a way different card.
Spinning Necro Driver is a way better card at this point. Coming next format?
Yeah, I guess. That card destroys an asset,
Can we
doesn't
get a reprint? Fine Ram, please.
Fine Ram.
I love that card. Multiple 1-4-3 throw. Fuck yeah.
Well, we're getting it. We're getting a throw multiple.
Yeah, no. Into like all of Astaroth support, along with just like the regular Byakko support and the regular like
As well, support also flip stuff.
as well flip stuff, and so does
What I'm saying is there a singular attack that everybody's, even in the current format, or if you believe next format, that everyone's going to be like, oh, this is spirit level good,
it says
or
ultra rare, right?
who's Astaroth's?
Yeah,
The
the one that gets
Skylar, will you look up a card for me?
I think
Just click standard, like
and hit Earth.
Oh, sorry, you have to click all.
I was
My
going to say,
apologies.
yeah, it's not going to show up on Steam.
All, and then
Earth.
the Earth symbol down at the bottom. You're gonna click that and then just search.
I think Big Bang Shield is the attack to look out
It's
for.
also very cool.
Final Anguish, right there. Common hands, this attack gets powerful X. X equals the number of your opponent's face down foundations. And then Earth enhances attack gains throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems pretty good. You think what?
Big Bang Shield.
Why so?
It's just gonna be like a return of assets, and there's just gonna be a lot of asset heavy decks. There's just gonna be like a lot of like 5 and 6 handers that are just gonna build out a bunch of assets, and then they're just gonna play Big Bang Shield like 4 or 5 times in a row, and
Yeah.
then they've lost no value except for the assets that they had on the board that have already gotten value because they've been on your board for so long that like it's just I'll play this one attack 4 or 5 times, and then I'll play the rest of my attack string.
Under Earth, there is a as well foundation that's like remove, add an asset from your discard pile to your staging area, destroy it at the end of the turn or something, or remove it at the end of the turn or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
And so you're just like, all right, I'm playing my big shield bang,
Yeah.
big bang, shield, big bang, whatever.
Big Bang Shield, yeah.
I'll play it as many times as I want to, and then I will pop this thing, add another one in, and then keep going. What I'm happy about is
I love this card. I
so
really do.
like the coolest thing about this card is under good, whenever you're ready to kill them, you get to play Fort Negley under
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And so
Destroy,
you
put 2 in.
remove it. We'll both pillow fort each other, and then now my 6 high for 6 or whatever.
So if you have Fort Negley, you have like somehow get an entire hand of those. You can do this. Blow up Fort Negley. I'll discard it and put it back in. Play my next stack. Fort Negley. Do it again.
Well, she says remove. She does not say destroy.
yeah, they changed it.
Yeah,
and made
they
it
destroyed
remove.
it.
Yep.
Yeah. But
If you have multiple Fort Negleys.
if you were to this terrain, if you were,
No, you Fort Negley and then you put a new one in.
I get it. I hear what you're saying, but I'm not gonna run 4 fucking of the same terrain. I barely run 1.
Will you though?
I mean,
Pillow Fort.
yeah, I guess. Anywho, I think the monster of so the reason I actually bring this question up is because I personally don't think there's a monster. I don't think there's a deck that's just inherently better than the others. Maybe, honestly, maybe your Takeda deck.
Whoa, we weren't talking about decks. You said a card.
Well,
Sorry.
said a monster.
So like, what's the monster of the format?
What's the
Okay.
spirit gun? What's
Probably
this?
Seong Ma,
Ball's gonna be a really good one.
just to be able to build whatever asset you want at any time,
I agree.
and you can just play not Athena again.
Yeah. I'm so fucking excited for that fucking character.
Or maybe even Cervantes, just because he has access to a lot of like good support.
What's your thought, Jeff?
I don't know. I think that Spirit Shotgun seems really powerful.
Still?
I agree with that. I don't think Spirit Shotgun gets worse.
Do you think Yusuke is just now the best character in the game?
No, I don't believe that.
No, I think he has
No.
one of the best attacks in the game, though.
I believe
Some would
he-
argue the best attack.
Yeah, and under one of his symbols, it doesn't matter what your opponent has for an answer because
Correct.
it's not an answer.
They have to have an answer to your answer.
Yep.
And they don't, because that's how the game works. you never see the answers to the answers.
And then at that point, they're just overextending themselves on defense, which you're totally fine with.
Yeah. Because when you don't even bother playing the enhance or whatever, they've just like wasted a bunch of slots, so the deck is just inherently weaker. See, I'm glad the card's gone. I don't think there's a big boogeyman honestly, maybe the fatality reduction combo. I think I'm very excited to go see how you do this event. Like I want you to win the whole thing.
I do too.
I would rather not. I would rather not win so that they could change how power cycle's worded. It shouldn't just be any card. It should be a card you can only play. It should have to add in one of your 3 symbols.
I mean, I'd rather them change reduction instead of power cycle, but that's just me.
I wish it would just say non-attack card, because that way Remy can still use it.
True.
Yeah, but then combo decks can't do cool things. I like the idea of combo decks doing cool things, as long as they're not degenerate, like reduction and fatality.
Well, but it's like not even like it like sets up like for the next attack, like you didn't even work for it, so it's like lame.
Yeah, but like sometimes as a combo character, getting to skip the setup phase is pretty neat.
No, I love setting up a Torn.
So here's my thought. You ready? I think it's really cool for something. Let's say that you were actually trying to use the combo enhance on Rekka Shingeki, right?
Like you need the low attack, mid attack.
Yeah, and you have a mid attack and then Rekka, and you're like, oh fuck. Well, I'll play this, and then I'll put in the low. Like it just counts as like an extra piece of the pot.
Well,
no, you have the mid and you add
Whatever.
the low.
yeah, Valiant Assault, right? That seals and grabs.
Yeah,
man.
I think part of the issue is it doesn't seal.
Yeah,
That could
I'd be
that could
down.
also be the thing, because like
I'd be down.
even if it's sealed,
It
Remy
doesn't-
still got to use it
Yeah, it doesn't affect Remy.
because Remy just adds it to her character and then picks it up.
Yeah,
It's still a character there.
yeah.
I
Like
mean,
the only thing that
if
it
you really
affects-
need 2/2, it would still.
Keep going.
If you really were still playing reduction and just played power cycle to play power cycle, even if it's sealed, you still got the 2/2.
Go on.
Yeah, you still get the free 2/2.
if it's sealed.
If it's sealed.
So it
If it-
enters,
And
before the effect resolves, it'll give the 2/2.
And what if it says it comes into play sealed?
I don't know if they can do that.
I
I guess they could.
It's
I mean,
America. I don't understand. Yusuke only. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? They can do whatever they want. You can only throw 1 rock a turn.
Stop throwing rocks.
That's not very nice, Timmy. Okay, now you can only throw 2 more rocks, and that's it.
I gave you an entire sack full of 3 rocks. Stop it.
So we're not saying there's a monster.
No.
We are saying there's a monster.
Yeah.
Shotgun is the monster.
I think some things going unchecked are going to be monstrous.
Do you think we just revert back to our old format for the next week or whatever with just like Moonset and Guilt Seeker?
Man.
Yoshimitsu is still going to be a monster like crazy. Like
Yo.
all Yoshimitsu.
And if people are going to play that Bakugo attack,
What Bakugo?
The one that blows something up.
yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Explosive shot or whatever.
Explosive Brace, I think.
No,
that's
Explosive Brace is the
pitch
draw.
2 draw.
Oh, okay. It might be charge. Explosive charge.
Explosive charge, yeah.
It's super cool that they all start with explode or explosion or splode.
But like,
Hey, I have a judge question for you.
sure.
So if I play my big bang, my shield big bang,
Okay.
and then for what like my opponent stuffs 2 cards in my card pool.
Okay.
When I form play it, it still stays in the same spot, correct?
You guys continue. I'll look.
And
Perfect.
then also, if it does stay in the same spot, that means that I don't have to count progressive difficulty, right?
No.
'Cause
If it stays in the same spot, you want to count progressive because you count every card in front of it, preceding the
sweet.
card.
How about this? I know you're wanting to look it up right now, but this sounds like a beautiful TLDR. Can we do that instead? Will that be sufficient?
Oh, I
Finished
don't know.
the
Mark
TLDR.
Tyner showed me the interaction, so I was just curious. That's also why I think that card will be nuts.
Is if it stays in the same spot.
We'll have the answer for
play
you
it
in the
and then,
future.
like, play a couple attacks, and then, like, if your opponent's not dead or if your cards, like, don't count, then... Like, I think Kurama could use that card, like, really well.
Yeah.
Like, attack with that, play, like, a reversal, play a reversal, those don't count towards progressive, and then, like, you can just, like, do that either way. Like, I think Kurama can play that card really well.
I agree. I just save over TLDR. I think that's the right call. You guys ready to move on?
Sure.
You want to do the fun topic or the angry topic?
I'm not gonna get angry about it. So
I won't get angry.
Angry topic.
Angry it is. Hot take. Pure of Heart is trash. Yes, no.
I thought you guys were going to Panda.
All right, we'll talk. All right, so the second topic is where we went to dinner tonight. Yeah, we were going to go to Panda, and then Julia said, "quote I very much would like pepper jack." And I'm not gonna choke slam my girlfriend who's driving, and be like, "Nah, dog, we're going to Panda."
you know, I would have went to Pepper Jack's.
Yeah, I lied, Skylar. Yeah, you would have gone to Pepper Jack's. Would you have gone to Pepper Jack's?
Yeah.
I actually hate Pepper Jack's. I would have went if everybody else went.
Would you have gone to Pepper Jack's, Skylar?
No, because I'm not a fucking liar.
Thank you, Skylar.
Thank you, Skylar. I apologize.
That's cool. All right. Anyways,
We were in the car.
hot take.
Yell at Julia.
I think Pure of Heart is not exactly garbage. I just don't think that it's going to be relevant enough against a decent amount of decks. So then it has one effect, which is first enhance commit. Choose one of your opponent's assets or foundations, and they can't play abilities on that until after this attack resolves. That sounds cool and all. It does not sound good until like late in the chain. Like if they have like an important asset that they're trying to use, like shutting off an asset or a foundation for a single attack, I don't think will matter in the grand scheme of things. I think if your opponent's playing a big swing turn, then I think you're just going to get swung. And I just don't think
swung.
I just don't think that there's going to be enough relevant like discard decks. Like sure, it's going to deter some people from like playing discard decks, but like if you're playing a discard deck, you're scared of air, chaos, and water. And I can tell you, Cool Bar is not going to play this card. And I bet only the air characters will primarily play this card. I think Chaos got plenty of good spam, like Inhuman Speed and stuff like that already, and plus on the top of the Chaos spam that they're getting from this set, I just don't think that this card is going to be relevant enough to deter enough people from playing a discard deck, and I don't see it swing in the meta and it being the best spam foundation in the game. I just don't see it.
So I don't see it either. I do hate that it just turns off Voice of Reason. I really, really like that card in the format, and it really just says that card should never have been printed. You dumb bitch, why are you playing it?
So what are your thoughts before I jump in?
I was gonna get there.
I have one more gripe. When he's done.
Go for it. Do it.
They're hitting my character before it even comes out. Amy.
Oh yeah.
They're hitting her ultra rare.
Well,
I can't discard your entire hand for one
first off,
momentum.
That card needed a check and balance.
That's the reason that this card exists. Straight up. For sure. Pure of Heart exists because of Amy's ultra rare.
Dude, I can't wait.
Like it has to.
And guess what, James? You're gonna blow people out.
I'm still gonna
because
play that card regardless.
Guess what? Pure of Heart, it only works under 3 symbols.
Playing a discard character, man, it felt real bad when anybody had something to
discard
answer.
responses?
Dude, it felt real bad. But seeing what I like did to other people,
The pure
it
carnage.
seems like a decent, fine thing.
The hard counter that you have to Lord Raptor. After my attack result, or after I play my attacker and pick that up, I'll make you discard it.
So it's definitely like I feel it's fine. It's not gonna be too crazy. It's definitely just fine.
Here's the reason that I don't like it. And this is the only reason. Botan already blows. Right? it's like Botan like saw all this neat void stuff and was like, "Oh shit, can I be relevant?" And then Pure of Heart's like, "Absolutely not." No, thank you. It shuts down Voice of Reason. It shuts down.
It's just the angel meme come down and just hands you.
If you look at the card, she's doing this. Yeah. It's just.
I'm gonna try and rework this.
All right, sounds good. It's just she's like her and her support is already like not that great, right? We hit like a. I don't think it's Bug Zapper or Mop Strike, right? Where we both discard a card,
Yeah,
and then
you draw
and then
a
I draw
card,
an additional card,
and then
right?
you
And
draw
then
a
you
normal
draw a
card,
card.
yeah.
So me trying to fix my hand maybe a little bit because that's like my
Punishes
entire
you.
mechanic.
Punishes you.
My opponent gets to pick my 2 best foundations. I'd be fine if it was remove them, right? Fuck yeah, you call me being greedy. No, but +2 progressive. What the fuck?
End your turn.
End your turn.
Because you want to make me discard.
Because of what a singular
on a
symbol's
static.
like. Could you imagine if that card existed and it was along the lines of like in the hand? Ready? My opponent draws a card. Do that same thing, or my opponent gives stuns a card. I just rip two cards out of the
ability
staging
is
area.
needed in the format. I like the ability. It should have been a response on a card in the fate on the staging area. If it said respond flip or respond destroy stuff too, because you made me discard, I'd be fine with it. Because if they commit it, they'll never use it. Or if they don't commit it, you have to be picky about how you do things.
Oh, so it's because right now it's a hand trap.
Right now it's just, hey, you made me discard. I'm going to stuff too.
So
you
my
don't get to know.
My only argument is that Tagore Brothers has Evil and Void. So like Akuma just doesn't care. He's gonna rip out a couple random cards out of your hand.
Yeah.
He'll just do that naturally. And then a Void deck is just doesn't get hit by the card, and like that's not the point of like them making that card. I totally agree. I don't think it should have been a static. I think it should have been something in your staging area. But at the same time, if you make it something in your staging area, then like War for Armageddon flips it. Then
But like that means there's
Tagore
outs.
Brothers. Well, right.
Yeah, yeah.
But like it. So then you're playing a game of you're outing and out. So then it's just
Well, I mean, that's
Spear Gun
what-
Tagore Brothers all over again.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
even before Spirit Gun, that was the game we were already playing.
Like if you had draw abilities and somebody had Venomous, you had to work around Venomous. You had to figure out which ones were the ones you wanted to play.
Right, but nobody.
Yeah, but
Venomous is not.
nobody's threatening to rip 3 cards out of your hand.
Venomous is not a 0/5 with a. I disagree. A very relevant first enhance. 6 swordfish, asshole. This is going to. Don't play that during this attack.
So okay, what if it said this ability can't be negated?
What?
Like if it said respond flip after your opponent makes you discard, add 2 of their foundation to their card pool. This ability can't be negated.
At this point, like we can't fix the card, right? Like
Well,
that's
no.
that's not. That's
I don't think.
Not what
I
it
still
is.
don't think the card's bad.
I think
it just puts too much pressure on characters that want to discard.
I think what it is the same way, and this is me like being. This is me being a little biased because of what I played last format. Asterix. I never got to play at an event with this deck. My Jedi deck versus Rando, right?
Yeah.
My entire deal was I'm gonna stuff your momentum full of stuff, and his entire deal was I'm gonna discard the momentum and get hella advantage for it.
Yeah.
You know what it did? It just said that my character was blank.
Yeah.
Sick. I just had to play around it. You know what Ed 9's gonna have to do versus that character? Play
Be
around
blank.
it. Yeah. Just like be totally fine with. Okay, my character might be blank. Maybe since it's in the format, I side 4 cards and I switch out my character. Crazy. Like that's something that you could do. Under Void, you ready? This is going to be really silly. Under Void, playing a Gauge deck, you could just swap it out for DJ. There. We're mainboarding 1 spell circle anyways because it's nuts and we have Void, and then we just now I'm DJ. Now that card is significantly less powerful. The only thing you can do is stop my Quanchi's Fortress, but by the time you get the first enhance, I've already used it. Cool.
Not against it.
Like there are ways to play around it. I hate agreeing with you. I actually see this card as a gateway shuffle. Everybody's freaking the fuck out over this card because +6 damage is insane and -5 damage is insane. But like it's going to be relevant, and whenever you gateway
Whenever it goes off, it's gonna be nuts.
oh, people are going to be so pissed.
People are gonna be upset about it.
But it's
like here's the thing.
Yeah, it's not going to win anybody a major tournament.
Yeah. Just coin Mistask and remove them all.
Yo,
Possibility,
holy
man.
shit! Under death, let's go.
Possibility.
I'm in. That's
Just
hype. That's hype.
Get
as
out
hell.
of here.
Fuck off.
I'm gonna discard.
I actually really like that card. So
I think that card's really
I
cool.
think the card is very cool. Ooh, what can we do with it? I'll talk.
We'll talk. We'll think a little.
There's
later.
a bunch of new
little
things we
later.
could probably do with it now.
Any last minute thoughts on our hot takes on Pure of Heart? I bet people are gonna blow us up.
Stop overreacting, guys. It's not that bad. There are worse cards in the set than Pure of Heart.
yeah, it's a good static, but once again, it has 3 symbols, so not every character is gonna play it.
Do they even main deck it? I mean,
Yes.
at first.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
I think
People are gonna main it.
I think that first enhance is fucking insane. First enhance, commit your sick ass asset.
Especially
You ready?
in this next format.
You ready?
Especially in this
So
No, I'm totally on with the enhance.
like the
Yeah.
enhance is
Yeah, for sure.
nuts. and it's a 0-5 with a block.
So like it's gonna be played. Just
I
'cause,
played
like, with
it
an
a 4
asset-heavy
just
format.
because of
It's
that.
gonna be an asset heavy format. We're about to run into a very asset heavy format.
I didn't
Yeah,
think
dude,
about that. It
Goros
does
with
say
spine
asset.
sweep, they're gonna wreck people.
Spine sweep is a 5 diff with 2 symbols. I believe you can pick up with Astro.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, bro, Astros gonna clean some people.
Radical Edwards can be
out,
really good.
bruh.
Can we talk about like what's? Can we talk about asset hate this for the format? Because like, damn.
We certainly can. Do you
'Cause,
want
like,
to talk about it?
Sure. Radical Edwards sick.
Yeah, Radical Edwards is very
Radical
good.
Edwards about to commit your staging area.
Mm-hmm. Radical Edwards super good. Mysterious Mr. X.
It's gonna be pretty good.
If you are playing a stacking character, a lot of those assets,
Man, I'll just play Taisei again. Shut your asset off.
maybe.
Still have Harold.
Yes, you do.
Harold Germania.
You have the best out, which is homemade explosives.
Homemade
I'm
Explosives
hella
is coming
hyped
back.
for that to
That's
come
what we're
back.
getting this weekend, right? Or are we getting Power Struggles?
I want to say it's Power Struggles, but man, do I not remember.
I think Power Struggles is...
Pretty sure it's Power Struggle.
Is-
It is Power Struggles because
Because
that's
the
the.
New Jersey playmat was Power Struggle.
Yep.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
I would rather it be homemade explosives.
Hell yeah.
Just saying,
I know, because you got a big heart on for that card.
it's order.
Yeah.
Tagore Brothers is gonna be good and relevant.
Yep.
Still.
Tagore Brothers just gets better.
Card's just gonna be relevant the entirety of its standard state.
Oh yeah, definitely. It says draw a card regardless of what you do with it. Almost.
Yeah.
You can negate that card and you still draw a card.
because it's static.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because
Nuts,
it
dude.
resolves still.
For easy.
Just the ability was negated. I believe. I'll double check again, but
Nice, another TLDR.
I'm
Write it down.
Resolving these fucking.
Write down the other one too.
Yeah.
I already figured out the answer.
I've decided to make you make one every week. So if you look, it's actually on the,
I'll write it.
it's actually on the board.
I'll write it, but you're gonna record. I'm not gonna record one every week.
That's fine.
I can't do that.
I can for sure do that.
I'm not good with those. It's
Any other asset hate you guys want to talk about? Outworld's Eris.
No.
We're having a small conversation, and I just hit this. I'm gonna ask your two's opinion because I already know James's opinion on this matter.
Is it from the discussion last night?
No.
Oh, okay, because I had some more things to talk about, like because I figured out why the problem I have with that is. So,
Very cryptic.
well, I didn't want to spoil.
We have a PTC coming up tomorrow. Currently, I am playing Kin Masters under all with reduction and a bunch of beefy,
boys.
thick.
Two
attacks.
C's.
Oh my goodness.
3 C's thick.
My question. We'll see if thick comes up in Ultra. Thanks, Kyler. My question is. Yeah, we
Just
got
look
no
up
results.
thick without all the spaces.
My question is, do I, the night before the event, switch back to Scorpion? It is bread and butter. It is now here's why. Here's why. Because the most important part of being Scorpion is the one card in the sideboard that I want to play,
Which is?
Vega.
Why not just play Vega?
Because
Scorpion.
Vega loses to some matchups just for free.
And Scorpion doesn't?
No. Scorpion, it's way easier to... He could cast a little wider of a net.
Yeah, but Vega's considered a good character, while Scorpion's considered trash tier.
Okay. Once again, I didn't ask for your opinion.
Wow.
So
Why am I on this
what's your thought?
podcast?
Do I play Scorpion again
Hashtag
and be a
game
little
sucks.
basic bitch?
I don't know why you stopped playing it in general.
I wanted to play Jetta.
He wanted to make his friends hate him.
That was the final straw for me. Yeah, because it's a cup.
Yeah.
It's a drink.
Super good.
Anyway, I'm just kidding.
If I tied my wrists and were like, tell me what to play, Daddy,
I'd tell you to play Jetta.
and just take out the spear guns.
Yeah. I'd tell you to suck it up and just
Stop whining like a little bitch.
I wasn't going to say that, but I'd just tell you to play Jetta. I think a lot of people are going to dial it down a little bit on the Foundation Destruction, and I think that is like the perfect meta for Jetta. Plus, it'll keep you ready for once his waifu's support comes out. So,
Yeah.
When his wife
Okay.
that's just my opinion.
I appreciate it.
I think you're really good at blocking, and Jetta just continually punishes your opponent throughout the entire game if you're a good player. So, I don't see why you... I hate the gimmick of desperation Even if you don't think that it's a gimmick, I hate desperation because I think it's just so cheesy and it's
about to
so
get worse.
It's so frustrating.
What's your thoughts,
Scorpion's
Jeff?
about to be a desperation.
You get rewarded for choosing to pay 10 life, not because your opponent hit you twice. No. You poked me once, and I paid 10 life. Now I'll play 6 attacks.
Well, what I was gonna say. Do you want to be the master? Wow,
Oh my
that's
god,
punny, huh?
Yeah.
You want to be
The master of
Ken Master.
Scorpion,
The Scorpion Master
Jeddah, or do you want to branch out? Have you ever played Ken?
at a tournament?
Yeah.
He hasn't
So-
played anything that doesn't draw cards or give 2 speed, except for Jeddah.
Jeddah draws
So-
cards.
He draws cards, man. Dang, you ruined it, Dan.
Yeah, I was like, why
I
would
was trying to give you credit.
Yeah.
Like we all know you're an exceptional player, but what I've
Let's
don't
slow it
even
down.
kid yourself, James. All right.
All right,
But what
I'm a
I've been,
child myself.
I haven't been having great success in the campus championship tournaments lately. But I know in the long run that this is going to pay like dividends.
Right.
Like,
Get that interest.
So do you think
gonna pay my
branching
mortgage.
off is the best call? You think
it's up to you. I think that
All right, if
I think that it prepares you for the future.
I think
Like,
you should play that, and I actually think you should lose. As much as I want you to, as much as I want you to win,
yeah.
losing's better for you than it will be winning.
on.
Winning won't do anything for you
Uh-huh.
because you've never really lost with a character.
That's not true.
Except for Nightman, you've not lost with a character you played.
Satoshi at the Omaha PTC 2 years ago. I was nowhere near topping.
That was the last. So sick. Nightman and Satoshi.
Yep.
Everything else you've won. You've done well.
Okay.
Michael, how many times have you topped with the character and did well?
I've played in 3 PTCs.
Solid. Jeff?
I
played-
have topped in my only PTC.
This
I've lost a shit ton.
This is some good data that you've
Well,
got.
what I'm saying is just like losing teaches you things. Winning sometimes just doesn't teach you anything. Especially when
you-
it comes to deck building.
Yeah, he wants you to get learned.
I am.
There's a lot of deck building you learn when you lose a lot.
I think he's questioning your deck building abilities there, bud.
I've always questioned his deck building abilities. He sticks to like 2 characters.
2 types of characters.
2 types of characters, yeah.
Don't worry.
Don't worry, he's going to play
That's
Ken.
top
He's going to play Ken and it's going to be the same type of character.
Hold on.
Draws 2.
Hold on.
This is really
This
eye-opening.
is actually like maybe a little selfish, but I'm actually super into everything we're talking about. Let me what?
Dude, with the spirit gun hit, play Water Goro. Just tell Tyler to
So-
play
so-
something else.
I just don't want to give Tim Takeda.
Because that's what I would go play for sure. 100%.
He's not going to do anything else.
Oh, man.
And I kind of like Takeda.
If only we could all play beam decks.
You want to play Water Girl? I'll build it.
What? No, I'd pick Heidi if I was playing
Whoa,
beam deck.
we can
Hell
all
yeah.
we can definitely all
You
play
want to play?
meme decks.
You want to play Water Girl? Yeah.
What?
He's
He's
not
not
going.
Can I Skype in?
Yo, that'd be hype as hell, dude. But no.
This is Jeff's table.
Indiana, biggest PTC ever.
So, I guess I want to move on to the last topic. What's my timer at, Skylar?
43.
Yeah, I want to move on to the last topic. We can talk a little bit about this after off camera.
It's just more of there's a lot you can learn from losing,
I 100% agree with you.
especially when, despite the fact that you have been getting better at building decks, you've just been building like campus championship decks. You haven't built a deck to take to a PTC that you haven't played already,
Yeah.
or does the 2 things you do.
So,
I don't think you've expanded your card.
you ready? You ready? Gary Vanderchuk.
Okay.
Why do things that you're bad at? Why not just triple down? I'm really good
I'm
at
da-
manipulating the
like,
speed stat,
I'm
and
down.
I'm really good at resource management in my hand. Like, I'm good at those 2 things.
Yeah, dude, I'm down.
So why not find characters that do those 2 things and fucking go eat ass with them?
I'm not against it.
Because, dude, butt is disgusting. Especially if they don't wash.
What?
That's
You know what's accurate. I don't want to hear.
I've never been so offended and in agreement right now.
Look, the next time you have chocolate on your cheek and it's not chocolate.
all right.
Hey, remember with the new COPPA laws,
Not for kids.
not for
Fun
kids.
fact.
With the new COPPA registrations. You know what, Tam? With that argument, I'll agree with it. Gary Vaynerchuk, triple down on your good assets.
I'm good at that. I'm good at it.
He's not playing any good assets.
With Scorpion, I'm the Scorpion Master. I am.
You are the Scorpion Master. You're the only one that doesn't consider him trash tier.
So I want to. The only reason I would go and take Ken at this event would be to prove that Ken can be played a slightly different way than the all build.
I don't think that's your style. I think you just play Scorpion.
I think I
and
just
Jetta.
play Scorpion too.
Scorpion or Jetta.
All right, cool. I guess I'll rip a second deck apart. Hell yeah! Night before the PTC. This is how the champions do it, dude.
I mean, that's how I got.
Fucking
That's how
slam
I
it down.
Swiss champed, right?
Yeah,
I built that the day we went to.
Wait, what are we ripping apart?
we're ripping apart Ken.
Oh, we are.
Maybe.
He agreed to play
Did we get
Scorpion.
decided? Jesus Christ.
That's how I won Swiss champ at what was it? The
Just got Bill Cosby.
What
He
you?
just-
What?
yeah.
How? What?
I don't know. I didn't think you were gonna switch that fast.
It's just like. So
we made him agree to it.
Here's how I feel.
I convinced him.
Here's how I feel
the
about
person he doesn't like agreeing with.
Here's-
Convinced him.
Here's how I feel about decks, and I mean this sincerely. You ready? They're a good deck in a card game is a lot like a wedding dress. If you don't try it on and you're not in fucking love with it, you shouldn't play it. And this Kin deck is fun. I would super go and play this at a local 10 out of 10 times. But I don't want to go and be like, oh man, I missed my draw 2.
That's my 2-6.
I missed my draw 2.
I totally. So I understand so much.
And I'm super down to miss it 1 out of my 3 games, right? But I'm gonna miss it 2 out of my 3 games. Just looking up discount wedding dresses, Skylar. Please come and do this every week. You're the greatest, dude.
Is there a way we could have both of these screens? It cut from us just to him just going, ooh, discount wedding dress.
We could put him in the bottom corner, but I'm not positive that we're going to.
Just every once in a while we get back to a Skylar camp. He's just playing solo too.
Yeah. Anywho, I think we'll talk more, and I'll see what I can do with Jetta without Spirit Gun.
Yeah. I think Scorpion's just your option. Just
Oh no, I get it. I know I sparked this whole like debate, but I want nothing more in my life than to have a character that I can just sit down with and marry and never
wear
leave.
that discount
And-
wedding dress down the aisle.
And honestly,
Mishka.
it's that character is Vega, but missile launcher just kills that character. Whereas Scorpion does not die to missile launcher for free for no fucking reason. And so I think
he's playing evil, death, or fire.
He's playing evil because
playing evil.
if he was playing death, he wouldn't get blown out by a missile launcher.
True.
You get to play
Yeah.
Nightmare Tears.
Yeah.
Oh, you get to play TK Mastery, so.
Yeah. I think Street Fighter Vega in a wedding dress. Okay. We're gonna move on to our last topic. You're fucking killing me, Skylar.
Skylar. You walk down the aisle with the mask and just take it off. I do.
Fantasy League. I would love to put together a fantasy league. You two play fantasy football currently, and the closest I've ever in the playoffs.
No, hopefully.
Not yet. Not yet.
We're almost there. If I win this week, I think I'm guaranteed.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
The closest I've ever come to a fantasy football league is watching the show The League, and so
Sure. Fuck me, I guess. It's not like we ran a fantasy league already.
We did not.
We didn't?
No, we did not.
I swear we did.
No, we said that we were, and then nothing ever happened with it.
Well, I did the entire stats for the entire thing.
I get it. And
we just never gave out a prize.
What happened was you wasted your time.
We just never gave out a prize.
You played yourself.
Yeah. So
What I want to do like an actual fantasy
I
league where
think
we
it
have
would be.
matchups.
I think
like,
it would be
monthly.
sweet if we had. Yeah, that's how I feel. If how could we actually make it, and not just for us four to like jerk off and be like, yeah, I'm so good at fucking guessing. I would love to like, what's an actual official thing that we could give once again to the good people and be like, you at home with 8 of your friends, you make your own fantasy league when it comes to UniVersus. What are the hard set rules that we could make in order to do that? You guys can do your own prizes or whatever, but what's a hard set of rules? What do you care about when it comes to fantasy C sports?
Drafting.
I have an idea. how I would do it.
I would love.
Oh yeah,
okay,
I guess,
yeah, we're
I
on
guess
a
we're doing a podcast for
What's
this.
up?
There's
this
this
topic.
beautiful
For whatever reason, I was just like, yeah, we'll talk about this later.
audio device right in front of your face.
So I think
Because we've tabled like 3 other discussions.
yeah.
What did we table? We tabled my deck, and then we finished the conversation. And
We also. I was about to say we tabled that discussion.
Or not. Nope.
Something about
We tabled.
gas or
We tabled that one.
What's
We
the
tabled
other one?
Skylar's discussion.
Yeah. Anywho.
Ballad from Skylar in the bleachers.
This podcast is a shit show.
Hey, people are gonna love it.
It's a madhouse.
Drafting.
Okay, so
How
I
do
think,
you draft?
So we do our like we randomly select who goes like picks first. I think we would select 4 characters. What? Do you have a way you want to select who goes first? Who gets the draft first?
oh, I was
You just gave me a
no.
dumbass face.
I was gonna make a stupid joke. I didn't think you were gonna like ask me so soon. I was gonna say, well, if I was gonna get a giraffe, I guess I'd go to Africa. But
So, I would say we draft 4 characters.
yeah, it's got to be Snake.
And then like every single
4 characters. That's it.
Yep. And then every single month you choose 2 characters you want to be like your 2 front runners. Just like you would choose like positions for like a Final Fantasy
Final Fantasy draft. Yep.
a fantasy league. And then like those are your 2 characters you earn points off for the month. And then we would just have to like pair off and do like either like if we were just doing the 4 of us, it'd be like round robin type of things where we just start just rotating basically.
Okay.
And then like when like a new set drops, you're like starting with like the person who has like the worst record or had the least amount of points during like that month gets to make first choice when the characters come out. They get to choose 1 character. They choose
An update
What?
for everybody. Skylar just won a solitaire game off camera.
you get to choose 1 character, and then you draft that character, and then before everything, you have to choose 1 character to get rid of, either be the new character or just one of your older characters, and then we just continue with the select 2 a month type of thing.
You think 2 is enough?
So like we could draft more, but I think 2 a month for characters for points wise is enough.
What about you, Jeff? What's your thought process as somebody who's way closer into fantasy drafting?
And
than,
Final Fantasy
shut up.
drafting.
into fantasy drafting than James is.
Might be the only person that doesn't say it. There's still a chance.
I think that it's fine as long as everyone's the same. Okay, he's just gonna choke over here.
Would you stop?
I'm sorry, he typed in Final Fantasy football. I just like look up. He's typing
man.
Final Fantasy football. Like,
That part-
mid-dream.
Skylar, I love you. You gotta stop, buddy.
It was really good.
Yeah, I think it's fine as long as everyone's playing the same way.
Playing the same way.
Yeah.
But I'm asking you to like tell me what that way is.
Like,
Right.
how
Oh,
we
my-
doing it?
I-
How we doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think what he said is fine. Yeah.
4 characters,
Yeah.
only 2 count.
Yeah.
You just bench the other 2.
Yeah.
Why would you bench the other 2?
Because
Because that's how fantasy works. That's how drafting works for like sports.
because
for,
maybe
like,
they're not
sports
hot at the moment.
drafts. They're backup characters. Maybe like next month you're like, well, with this new set, these characters are gonna be better, and these characters just fall off, and then you get to draft the new character if a new set comes out, and just like, well, this character didn't do so hot at all. I'm just gonna get rid of him and keep this new one.
So you have to like set your lineup.
Yep.
I mean,
Interesting.
alternatively, I'm not opposed to just playing everybody you get.
Yeah, but I just feel like it's It's a lot.
It's
more
a lot
to
more
keep track of.
involved if you have to set it. Which I think was the issue with the first time that we
Is we just
pretended to draft.
selected and then we just made points the entire time.
Yeah.
I had to keep track of and working like 50+ hours a week.
Yeah.
Like, just was terrible.
What about you, Michael?
I don't know. I don't see why it'd be so hard to pick 5 characters. I think there's 20 relevant characters.
Yeah,
So,
I'm not opposed to picking more characters. I just think like starting characters wise, I think 2's a good number.
What about-
I think you should play 3 characters a week. I don't think that 2 characters gives you like a wide enough spread. So that way, if you pick 3 characters a week, then you can cover like all your symbol bases almost, except for 3. Which I mean, like there should be a flaw.
And
So instead, if you're only picking 2 characters, then you're down like 12 symbols. Or maybe you accidentally double down on a symbol. Oh, I forgot that this character has air because no one ever plays air on that character. Like, oh, I picked base. Base doesn't have air. He does have air, but
Do you think like symbol relevance would matter? Do you think there'd be
Uh,
like a side pot for like a symbol that you picked?
I mean, I think that'd be cool. Like if you
So what if we picked 5
like-
characters and like you
Pause,
picked your
pause.
character?
Michael, it was you were talking actually.
I think it should be instead of like a league. I think it'd be cooler as like a DraftKings kind of thing. So like you like set like your lineup like by event, and then like all right. So I'm guessing that like Spike 2 or Spike or I'm guessing Spike 1's gonna win under life. And so, like, the closer you are to that, like, the more points you can get. Like, the whole, like, drafting characters things and stuff like that, like, sounds, like, neat. I don't know. I just think that, like, every month you, like, dropping 2 characters and then, like, redrafting is just, like, a little redundant. Like,
It was just every time a
you
set
could,
drops.
I think
Every time a set
you could
drops.
just have, like, a free agency, like, period. At the end of every month, you can take one of your characters and, like, swap it out with another character.
What if you can't run the same same characters 2 weeks in a row, or 2 events in a row? So let's say that this month I have Jeddah and Scorpion,
Okay.
and those are we'll say we'll keep the numbers 2 for right now. They go to this PTC and they do fine. At the next event, I can't start Jeddah and Scorpion. I have to pick 2 different characters, which means that either I use my bench or I trade or whatever.
A real free agency period.
Yeah. And so at that point, I'm forcing myself to be like, all right, what else exists? Otherwise, it's like, oh, Gil just won Worlds, and I have Gil. I'll play Gil the whole time. Sorry, Gil won Nationals, not Worlds.
I mean,
I'll play Gil the whole time.
I'm not against it. Back when like my dad did like fantasy football, like that was how they ran it. Was that's how they ran it. Was like everybody got 3 They had 3 characters. They chose 3 players, and you got to play one, and then you couldn't play that guy for the next week. You had to pick somebody of your other 2.
Yeah. And that's like kind of what I'm saying, right? Is we make these slight stipulations because like the character that is truly the best is going to be the best. But if we like open up our roster and actually like what if we picked 10 characters, or what if everybody picked to make it even 6? So you've got 3 benched, 3 active, and then if you want to, you can just switch them otherwise, or you can try and trade, because there's obviously going to have like what two good characters and the rest are like okay because of snake drafting. Right?
I would say at that point pick 9.
Why?
So that way
But
you
that's
have
not even for
Would be even.
bench and active.
well no
who
so like
cares? Bench and active, it doesn't.
so like you start your 3 and then you have 6 to pick from that you can't choose the other 3 from anyways. So you can pick which 3 you want, and it's not always just switching 3 and 3.
That's fair.
You can cover your symbols.
Okay, I like that. Okay, so let's start writing some stuff down. So we're saying you get to draft 9 characters,
Yeah.
which sounds neat. Skylar, will you do me a favor? Will you click on Ultra? Will you go and click the standard tab
And find 36 characters for us, please.
and click character? It's directly underneath it.
Yep.
And then click search. So there are 100. Back up to the top. 169 characters in the set. Nice. And
4 of us 9. That's 36.
we're losing 8 from Endines.
But getting like 12, so like we're plus 4.
13 because of Maxi. Yeah, we should be able to figure out. We should be able to. Thank you. We should be able to figure out 9 times 4 characters, 36 characters.
Yeah.
I did the math for you.
No. What?
There's 20
Thanks.
good characters.
I wanted to let
you're
everybody
good,
else
you're
know
good,
the
you're
numbers
good.
as well.
You're good, you're good.
And so I'm not even saying we draft on screen. I actually think if we wanted to draft, we'd just make it another topic at a later date, right? What we want to say that
You have 3 starting, 6 bench. Why are we having Tam write this? No one's ever going to be able to read
whatever.
So so that'd be 12 starting across.
Yep.
Just for this example,
Mhm.
across all 4 of us.
That'd be just for like 1 month. So that's 2 events,
I guess that's fine.
3 characters.
I was thinking about how in the football leagues you're playing what? There's 12 positions.
Quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, defense, kicker, flex.
So 9?
Yeah.
In our league, there's 9.
Oh hell yeah!
Um,
That's a perfect
in
number.
the ESPN Standard League PPR, which you should be playing because 2 quarterback leagues are atrocious, by the way.
If you're not, you're a pleb.
I did not say
This
that.
is now
basic and
this
you
is now
casual
the Final Fantasy
and-
football.
It's plebe.
Pleb.
You plebe. Anyways.
So
the other day.
with
Bills
that
fan.
many slots,
Mm-hmm.
you are afforded a slight bit of area of like mistakes.
So I'm super down for that. How many players are in football?
That's why I thought about it, and I think that
How many games are played?
Yeah, right.
We had an 8-person
Yeah,
PTC
right.
last week.
No, that's what I was just noting that like after thinking about it, that I think it might be fine.
Here's my
Because with 12, if everyone was perfect, there'd still be 4 people that missed out on top 8. So I think it's fine.
and we're saying this is a 4-person league as opposed to like an 8-person league, right?
And then you could expand it.
Right. So here's my last question. So I don't understand how is there an initial upfront cost in order to like make a league? Do you like pay $20 and you're just in it for the season? I heard some people do it by trades. Like if I exchange a character, I pay $1 or whatever. Like I know very little about how to fantasy draft.
I mean, so
Just-
like it just depends. Like if you and your buddies want to play for money, then like whatever. Like if the season ends, you can pay your buddy then, or you can put it like all together at the start of the season. Doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
And then like people also do like acquisition fee, which is a trade or a pickup from like free agency.
Okay.
But I think that's lame.
Okay. Because here's what I think would be like super rad. You ready? Here's my end goal as somebody who has access to a small community, right? We have the student body, we have us. I think it'd be really neat to open up a Discord channel that is this fantasy league, and anybody who wants to play can play. And I think 2 prizes should exist: a prize for first place and a prize for last place, and we make them inked gaming playmats, right? I won the 2020 first half fantasy league, big UFS picture. I don't know, something like Patriot stance, and thank you. And we have their leagues are going to pay for that thing, right? If it was an 8-person league and they each chipped in $7, we can print 2 mats, easy peasy. And then we have a last place of, I got dead last at my fantasy league and I have to play on this playmat for the next whatever. Like I think that sounds fun. That sounds like a camaraderie type thing, right? With that picture of Cloud holding a football.
I'm actually down for that. For Cloud.
And so I think that sounds fun. I would love to know your guys' opinions in the comments down below if something like that, at least. So I'm
Dude,
I'm
we'll
mainly
hard work out details if people want to do
I'm
this.
mainly talking about the student body out on Discord. I would love to have a conversation out there. But like I think that this sounds like a really fun opportunity for us to reach across the screen in order to like work with people and get people talking about the meta and make a fun game out of it and make James Stevens to play on a shitty playmat.
Heck yeah.
Hashtag James sucks.
James sucks. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Any further thoughts on drafting?
When am I going to be allowed to draft Tiger Scream again? Come on, Jasco.
Well, maybe if you play Byakko.
Byakko only attack. Come on, let's go. You soft band.
When are we
Yusuke.
going to get foil Soul Calibur characters, not Libra Soul?
Oh, we're about. I was gonna say we're about to.
What?
We're about to get the the pre-release will have the alt arts.
You're right.
So we'll have foils.
I bet. That
was the.
That's
joke.
interesting.
Like I said a couple podcasts ago, I think regular Soul Cal 6 is going to get shafted.
Think so?
Yep.
I think it would be
So
Very disappointing.
might be a world.
Maxi from
And that's
first
actually
set is
just
going to have a
as
foil
equally
before
dis-
everything else.
Yeah.
Because he's
Shout
a
out to Jacob Johnson. Getting a foil Maxi.
Anything else you want to talk about, fellas?
Let's see. Complain about Spirit Gun. Complain about Boulder. Complain about Tiger Scream. Nope. I think I got my checklist
You hit your
done.
quota. You hit your quota.
Nope. I complained about 3 things Jasco did this week.
All right. So with that, thank you very much for watching this episode of Study Hall here on TCGU. If you like the content, please go out and support us at patreon.com/TCGU. At the $1 level, you get access to the Discord where we're going to be talking about this fantasy league. I'm thinking we should try and start it on January 1, end it in like July 1 or June 30th or whatever. That sounds fun to me. If that's a cool idea, then let's do it. If not, that's fine too. Otherwise, we can't do every major because they just moved up whatever is. With that, if you can't support us out there, that's totally understandable. We get it. Just anything you can do on YouTube helps. Like, share, subscribe, and most importantly, share. Share. We want you to tell your friends, tell anybody you can. Michael wants you to
Tell your mom.
Tell your mom. I got there for you. Hell yeah. So from all of us here at TCGU, stay learned.
Get learned.
Bye.
What the fuck?
Ben learned. Jasco, please don't ban me.